Had loved Mu Yi so much in the past, I wouldn't have fallen in love with Ma Zerui who appeared later. I hope you can grant my wish. Lin Yu felt the world spinning and Mu Jiangguo's face turned grim. He supported his wife. Mu Jiangguo looked at Liu Ruyan with disappointment. Mr. Jai spoke, since you have matters to attend to, we will visit next time. Manman, Mom, can you leave first? I am Mu Yi's fiancé. If Miss Liu's boyfriend can stay, I should also be able to. Besides, I'm worried about my fiancé being bullied. I'm still here, and someone is already looking down on my fiancé. If I leave, I don't know what other outrageous things will be said. Liu Ruyan widened her eyes even more, staring at Ji Xiaoman leaning on you. In her heart, how could there be such a shameless third party? Mr. Jai looked at his daughter with some resignation. She has really taken a fancy to Mu Yi and is defending him. One must know that her previous suitors were beaten almost to death by her. Mu Jiangguo also spoke at that moment with a displeased tone. Clear up your relationship issues. We cannot interfere. You don't need to bring your boyfriend here specifically. This is something you should tell your parents. We have guests at home today. Mu Jiangguo looked at Ji Xiaoman. Isn't today precisely the date to set the engagement of the two children? Mr. Jai, please come in. Liu Ruyan looked at Mu Jiangguo in shock. Uncle Mu, how can Mu Yi get engaged to someone else? Miss Liu says such interesting things. How is it that you bring a boyfriend home but brother Mu Yi can't have a fiancé? The voice of Ji Xiaoman was filled with curiosity. Besides, we were engaged even before I was born. My mother had already engaged him to me. He must be mine. Those beautiful phoenix eyes staring straight into your eyes, she smiled and asked, Is that so, my fiancé? Are you watching her act seductively with you? And her face drew closer, an almost perfect face. Suddenly you also smiled. Of course, my fiancé. This sentence made Liu Ruyan turn pale and Ma Zerui's expression also became very unpleasant. He tightly squeezed Liu Ruyan's hand, fearing that like countless times before she would run to you. Finally, Lin Yu also spoke. Ruyan, go back first. We have guests at home today. Liu Ruyan stared blankly at the familiar faces in front of her. Did it mean that she was no longer family here? However, Liu Ruyan was also proud. Being repeatedly kicked out, plus what Ma Zerui whispered to her, Ruyan, I'll take you home. Filled with grievance, Liu Ruyan felt that after all, only Ma Zerui was sincere with her. Liu Ruyan nodded, looking at everyone in front of her. I'm leaving. I made it very clear today, don't interfere in my life anymore. Saying this, without looking at Lin Yu, who wanted to say something more, she took the hand of Ma Zerui and walked out. After Liu Ruyan took Ma Zerui away, the living room fell into a brief silence. They originally thought they would leave empty-handed today. They just didn't expect that their beloved daughter would also come, mainly because Ji Xiaoman seems to have taken a fancy to you now. Mr. Jai had an appropriate smile on his face. Looking at Mu Jiangguo and Lin Yu, he spoke softly. Lin Yu, can we discuss the matter of the two children now? Remember, Manman, come back soon. Lin Yu, although still feeling upset, had to smile and greet them. Yu, however, looked at Ji Xiaoman at this moment. Miss Jai, would you like to go out for a walk with me? After all, the elders probably have a lot to talk about, and it's our first time meeting. Just now, you called her fiancé, now you call her Miss Jai. Ji Xiaoman showed a displeased expression and snorted, but she still turned and smiled at the elders. Can we go out for a while? It's to get to know each other in advance. Mu Jiangguo was probably the only one truly happy here right now. He said cheerfully, Son, take Manman for a walk. By the way, didn't you set up a swing in the garden before? Your expression didn't change much, only your questioning gaze landed on Ji Xiaoman, who was still holding your arm. She looked at you with a smile and said, Then I'll trouble you to lead the way. After telling the elders, they turned and went to the garden. The garden was very well maintained by Lin Yu. The white swing next to the small pavilion swayed gently in the wind. It really looked beautiful. You made this for your girlfriend. Ji Xiaoman finally let go of your arm and approached the swing with curiosity, reaching out and pushing it a few times. No major emotional fluctuation could be heard in her voice. You thought for a moment and said, Yes, but if you don't like it, we can remove it. Whatever you like, we will change it. Your direct words made Ji Xiaoman's interested gaze land on you again. I investigated you. Why did you break up with Liu Ruyan? Don't they say you were childhood friends and loved each other since you were kids? Ji Xiaoman thought you would be angry, but unexpectedly you weren't. Instead, you calmly said, Isn't there a saying that childhood friends are no match for those who arrive out of the blue? Hearing is false, seeing is believing. You saw that our relationship wasn't that good. She said I was worse than her boyfriend. Ji Xiaoman said happily upon hearing this, That's because she is blind, and my investment vision has always been great. I also want to be the one who arrives out of the blue. Her slender white fingers suddenly tugged on your collar with a little force. You drew slightly closer to her, following her pull. Ji Xiaoman smiled and said, "Of course, this isn't the only reason why I chose you. The most important thing is that you look good and you shouldn't have been theirs from the beginning. She chose you before you were born." Ji Xiaoman suddenly stood on her tiptoes and gave you a light kiss on the lips. "And anyway, I have to get married. If it's you, I'm also willing." She even touched your face. "You can think about it." You thought for a moment, but in your heart you had already made a decision. Ji Xiaoman continued, "My marriage is not a marriage of convenience. If you marry me, you'll have to forget about other women. Your entire body belongs to me. Be loyal to me forever." Ji Xiaoman continued, "My marriage is not a marriage of convenience. If you marry me, you'll have to forget about other women. Your whole body belongs to me. Be loyal to me forever, and I will also return my loyalty and love to you. I'm only attracted to your good looks. Of course, to be fair, you can also get something from me. Money, beauty. Anyway, I can give you everything, but since we are getting married, we have to hold hands like a normal couple, hug, kiss, sleep together, and then have children. I don't mean a sexless marriage of convenience. The most important point is that with me, there is only widowhood, no divorce. Mu Yi, do you dare to try?" Ji Xiaoman looked at you expectantly after speaking. She was rarely interested in a boy and didn't want to give up, so she was very direct. A deep interest flashed in Ji Xiaoman's eyes. She believed you were also a smart person. Sure enough, you spoke up, "Fine, let's get married." However, at this moment, you didn't think much of it. How could things fall from the sky on their own? Little did you know you would fall into a trap. And this was the beginning of you getting entangled in this trap. A gleam of excitement flashed in Ji Xiaoman's eyes. "The prey has taken the bait. Mu Yi, you are mine." Back in your third year of college, the first thing you did was give up on the childhood friend you had pursued your whole life. In your previous life, she was married to you for 20 years, but before she died, she said she actually loved another man. She said you were too good and gentle, which was why she gave you her loyalty but kept her love for herself. And what's more shameful is that she drugged you to make you believe your body didn't work. Reborn in this life, she feigned amnesia and chose the man she had hidden for 3 months. You had no choice, you just let her choose for herself. She thought you would break down and try to win her back like in your past life, but the next second, a girl arrived at your door. "I'll steal him back just like in my previous life," but the next second she still arrived at your door. A girl who shamelessly broke the rules hugged you in public and announced with a laugh, "Sorry, he has been mine since before he was born." Just now, both sides quickly reached an agreement. After all, the three elders didn't mind, and Ling Yu has always spoiled this daughter. Of course, Ji Xiaoman would do whatever she wanted. Only Ling Yu had some doubts, but seeing everyone nod, he could only suppress that slight hesitation and reluctantly agreed. "Ji Xiaoman has an apartment near your university, which is why you plan to move in." Both agreed to start by cohabiting. Ji Xiaoman had just gotten out of the car when her phone rang. She answered it and heard the voice from the other side. She leaned over, a playful air floating. "Do you also want the bathroom? Hide it a bit. Every corner of the house, understand? Every single corner." Jia Yi had just gotten out of the car and glanced at her daughter. As if accustomed to her restless behavior, she could only sigh helplessly. "Don't go too far." Ji Xiaoman looked at her mother, then at the other end of the phone. She gave a few instructions and hung up. Immediately after, she became that cheerful girl again, reached out her hand and clung to Jia Yi's arm. Her voice was as sweet as if she were acting spoiled. "Mom, I know I have self-control." It was rare for her to find someone she liked. Jia Yi, of course, knew her daughter's little quirks and had always spoiled her. Before, she even thought her daughter might never get married in the future, but she was someone true to her word, so this came unexpectedly. This time there was a surprise. Jia Yi looked at her, her tone softening. "All right, if you want to go ahead, Mom believes in you." Thinking that she was going to help her move in to cohabit, Jia Yi couldn't help but frown. "Are you sure you want to live together?" "Of course," Ji Xiaoman said with ease, a calculating look in her eyes because they needed to live together to observe him closely. What kind of person is he? After saying this, her eyes were already full of anticipation. And at this moment, you still don't know that the landlord you are about to meet turns out to be a black sesame-filled mooncake on the inside. The kind that when you take a bite, you realize is not simple. The next morning, following the address Ji Xiaoman sent you last night, you arrived at the entrance of the residential complex. As you took the elevator, you felt relatively relaxed, though with a touch of complexity. After all, you never imagined that one day you would be living off of someone else. And besides, this soft life seemed quite appealing. Most apartments here have 2 units per floor. So as soon as you stepped out of the elevator, you saw Ji Xiaoman standing at the door staring at you. Since it was hot, she was only wearing a small white tank top and shorts. Her exposed legs were white and slender, causing a rather strong visual impact. Your eyes swept across those long legs. You immediately looked away with self-control, reminding yourself,